Hello and welcome today to the Portside Council training rooms. My name's Tim. I'm from Solid RTO and I will be your trainer today on signs, warning signs, and how we actually understand them and how important they are within the learning environment or in the work environment. So first, before I start, I'd like to do an acknowledgement of country. In interest of reconciliation, we want to recognise the First Nation people and elders, past and present, on the country and lands that we are actually studying on today. Before we go on, I want to just go through some emergency procedures. If the unlikely event there is a fire, okay, we know where the assembly point is, the Portsea Council area. It's out the front. When you go out, we will use the side gate, which is directly behind you. Just be careful of the step there as you go down, because the alarm will be going off. You may be a little startled. Just be careful of that step. Okay, toilet rooms, you know where the toilets are. This is your building, so you should know where that is. Yeah, if there's any other sort of medical emergencies, we'll just dial 000 if it's that bad. If it's minor, then we'll give it to your supervisor to organise. So like what I said, what I'm here to do today is we're going to go through the warning signs that you will actually see in the Portside Council workplace. Now, warning signs in the workplace, the reason of having these safety signs is to identify and warn you guys as the workers about the hazards within the workplace. Okay? Safety signs can assist in the communication of important instructions, highlight safety measures, and provide instruction for emergency situations. Okay, so all those very important things that you might encounter while you're working, but safety is everyone's responsibility. So if you understand what these mean, they will help you, but also you can help other people with these signs. Okay? So workplace needs these signs, warning signs, as part of their Workplace Health and Safety Act and the legislation, which is the laws that they actually are governed by, to use signs where practicable to highlight a serious hazard risk in the workplace. Practical meaning something that is actually sort of important and sort of seen as the thing that needs to be done. Okay, so what you'll see, what I'll get you to do is just grab your warning signs piece of paper here, okay, and this is going to, this one right here in front of you, it should be top of the pile of material here. Just before I go any further, what you will have in front of you is, you'll actually have your warning signs, okay, you will then actually have their designations, and I'm going to go through and read what they all mean, okay, so you should have that piece of paper in front of you, that'll be the second piece. Then we'll have a little bit of a matching game. So you'll have that piece of paper with these little cards here, little bits of paper. And then finally, underneath all that, you should have a quick assessment, which we'll do at the end. Real quick test of objective. And then underneath that, you'll actually see a feedback form that I'll get you to fill out at the end of this. Okay, any questions before we move on? Okay, so as you can say, pick up your warning signs piece of paper, and what you can see here is these are the kinds of warning signs that you'll actually see in the workplace. So the warning sign that we see here is of yellow and black nature, so it's actually sort of considered a cautionary warning sign. So workers must follow all safety signs to ensure the safety of the team members and the customers in the workplace. So you should actually always follow the directions of these signs. Okay, so cautionary signs are usually black and yellow. Okay, so the first one you see there, slippery when wet, and also do not enter. So you'll actually see a picture and also some sort of word underneath. Now, if you can't read the words, then that is why the picture's there, to sort of give you an idea. Okay, any questions on that? No? Okay. Okay, so then you go to fire safety signs. These are some of the signs you'll see around the Portside Council. Okay. And then the fire safety signs advise the location of the fire alarms and firefighting equipment that you might need to use in the extremis of a fire issue or an emergency. Okay, they are red and white in colour. So firefighting, red and white. So same again, all the workers must follow and obey orders of the signs. Okay, emergency signs, if you go to the next page, what you'll see is they are green and white. Now these are emergency signs, but also like first aid signs. So if you're looking for a first aid kit or your emergency exits, okay, they are denoted by a green and white sign. Same again, picture with writing underneath. If you can't read the writing, then look at the picture to get a basic understanding of what's going on with this. Okay, and then the last ones that we will deal with is food safety signs. Okay, these are usually blue and white. Same thing, you'll have a picture. So for example, in the first one, you see this is a hand washing sink only, and then you've got a tap with your hands, okay? But you need to be able to read the words underneath and understand, because that might just think, oh yeah, well you can use this for anything, just washing your hands. But this is only for using, sink is only to be used for hand washing only, okay? And the same things, like hands must be washed before returning to work. Okay, there's a picture. It's very similar to that, but the words under there explains exactly what is required. Okay, any questions on that? Okay, yep.
What do the food safety signs ensure?
Sorry?
What do the food safety signs ensure?
So the food safety signs.
I mean, what are like the safety signs?
So what they're doing is actually ensuring that you actually are clean before you go back to your workstation. Okay. So you're actually making sure that it is actually a clean and safe environment for when you go into your area.
Okay.
Okay. So if I was to say, what colour would you think a fire safety sign is, Brady?
Red and white.
Okay, good, good. And then the emergency signs, Chase, what would you, what colour would they denote? What colour would they be?
Green and white.
Very good. Okay, perfect. All right, so now what we're going to do is I want you to take up, put that to the side, turn it over so it doesn't become a distraction. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to go through the signs here and what do they mean. Okay, so first one there is the first aid station, green and white. Okay, so the cross with the word first aid tells you of the location of the first aid kit. Equipment, such as your first aid medical kit, and it's used in emergency or when medical help is required, such as requiring a band-aid or a bandage or something like that. Okay, the next one, it's red and white. What would that denote, Bridie?
Fire.
Okay, very good. Okay, so it says fire extinguisher, and it tells you where the fire extinguisher is. It is usually above the fire extinguisher. And this extinguisher is used for a fire in the workplace. So if you need to extinguish fire, that's where you go. Okay, next one, Chase, is another red and white. What does that denote?
Fire.
Very good. Informs you that the door, okay, so this says fire safety door.
Oh, I think you have a question.
What does informs mean?
Inform, it means that it sort of tells you. That's a good question, sorry. Sorry that I put some words in there. Okay, so inform means tells you where things are.
Okay.
Okay, so it tells you that the door is in a particular, well, the door is a particular fire rating, and that door must have anything, should not have anything put in front of it, and must be kept open, and must not be kept open for any reason. So, okay, the next one, exit. Okay, the green exit sign tells you the direction for a fire exit. Okay, then we go down into a blue and white. Okay, so we're going into the food signs. Informs you that your hands must be washed before returning to work. This includes after a coffee break or lunch break. That's the sanitary, keeping your hands clean before you come back and start working again.
Okay.
Okay, especially after you've gone to the washroom or the toilet or something. It's very important for you and your co-workers to keep them safe. Okay, so this one, the next sign, this sink is for hand wash only. To let you know that you must only wash your hands in that sink. Okay, the sink can't be used for anything else other than washing your hands. Okay, apron informs you, the next one, it's got the picture of the apron, and aprons must be worn, informs you that you must wear an
Apron.
Apron.
Very good. In the workplace. So make sure you got a workplace, your apron on. Okay, the next.
Ooh. What do you Oh.
Okay, so looking at those two signs there, Bridie, what do you reckon that first one means?
That the floor is slippery when it's wet, and we need to be careful.
Yep, very good. That's perfect. Okay, so just write that in there. I'll get you to write that there. And then it says, what do you need to do when following these signs?
Huh?
So what would you need to do when following these signs?
Be
What did you
careful.
say then?
Be careful.
Yep, be careful. Okay, and just and take note of where it is slippery. Okay, the next one, do not enter, cleaning in progress. What
1 second.
what do you need to do? Oh, sorry.
Right or
Okay.
10. 1 second, I'm slow.
That's fine. Take
Wait,
your time.
where are we supposed to write?
That's all right. No, I'm just asking you.
Oh.
No. What do you need to do when following these signs? That's just a verbal thing. You just write down what the sign is and I'll ask you. Okay, so the next one, you good to go, Chase?
Around. Yeah. I'm
Okay.
good.
Okay, so the next one is the sign that says do not enter, cleaning in progress. Okay, so what do you reckon that means?
That you should not enter
Okay,
Don't go
okay, there you go.
because cleaning is in progress.
Yeah, and that's what you're right, because that's exactly what you need to do when following these signs is not enter that area. So that's very good. Does anyone have any questions on those signs? Okay, perfect. All right, so what I'm going to get you to do is put that down now on the table, so it's not a distraction. Okay, what I want you to do is take up your piece of paper like this. I'm just holding up Chase's. Take out your little pieces of paper. Now, on these are going to have descriptions of what the sign is. What I want you to do is just place it on, go through each one and place the meaning of the sign that corresponds or relates to that picture.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
So just work through that now.
Right now.
Okay, and you'll have two left over for the page behind. Before we go further, just want to have a little look to see, make sure you've got them right. Yep. Yep, that's good. Really good, Jason.
Thank you.
Excellent. All right, so just now the last two on the second page, just place them on. Okay, perfect. All right,
Yeah.
that's great. All right, so now you can put them away. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get you to do that one more time.
Oh, what?
Yep.
Okay.
Before we go into the into a little test or a test of objectives, just going to get you to take them out again. Same again. Take time, read what it means, and do it again. So you should have two left over again.
I already put them on.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
So,
I know.
are you pretty confident with that now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
Confident.
that's good.
Sounding good.
That's good. I'll get you to do your final page,
Okay.
righty? Okay,
See?
Good.
perfect. Awesome. Okay, we can put them to the side. Yeah.
I got it. Don't worry. That's my bad.
Awesome. So, yeah, you'll need your pen. Okay, so what you'll need for this is you'll need the assessment pages. There should be 3 pages. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. So during this lesson, what we've just covered is the safety signs, warning signs that you'll find around the workplace here at the Portside Council. The reason you've actually done that is safety is very important, and you need to understand those signs and what they mean as you are working around, not only for yourself but for your colleagues. But in an emergency, you will need to know what to do, and the signs actually help you. Same with after work breaks and that, what you need to wear, what clothing is acceptable and not acceptable, you need to be able to be aware of that. So that's the reason why. So you seem to have picked that up quite well, but what we're going to do now is just a very quick little test of objectives. So just to make sure that you've understood what has been delivered today, what I'm going to get you to do is, as you can see on that very first top, what you're going to do is match the following signs with the word statements that are in the box to the left. So the signs are on the left-hand side. Okay, and then the word picture for a sign is on the right-hand side. So as you can see, what the very first top one is an example of where the fire extinguishers is. And as you can see, I've actually, you can see there in the yellow, it says it's a Z. The one underneath it is A. But it may not be. What I'm going to get you to do is that, if you have a look on the other side, the next page, B, C, D, and E, they don't correlate or actually don't represent those signs. So you need to match up the word picture and letter and then write that letter into the corresponding picture that actually what it means.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So for example, the Z one was a Z, so it actually is there. But A might be down here, B might be the very bottom one. So what I'll get you to do is just read through them, go through and just mark it off what sign and what word picture actually goes with each one. So I'll get you to work through that. You guys are finished? Alright, I can see what you're doing. So, first one, we'll mark it, you'll mark it yourself. First one should be E.
Oh, yep.
Did everyone get E?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so the next one should be D.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, next one F.
Yep.
Perfect. Next one A.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, what did you get for the next one, Chase?
G.
That is correct.
There's a picture of me there.
Okay, next one. Bridie, what did you get for the second last one?
B.
Chase, what did you get?
B.
Good.
Yes.
And then Chase for the last one, what did you get?
C.
Okay, Bridie?
Me too.
Okay, perfect. Alright, so you guys both did very well on that.
Thank you.
That was very good. Does anyone have any questions? No?
Nope.
All good.
Okay, alright. That's awesome. So, as you know, these are going to be very important. Now you have a general understanding of what these signs are around the workplace. It's important to follow what they mean and actually do what they say. Yeah, you've done really well. Main points to remember is safety is everyone's priority. Okay. You come to work, the idea is you go home from work. Something shouldn't happen, but in the unlikely event, now that you know the signage, it'll be able to help you mitigate any or stop any of those issues or help during those things. And also just have a good understanding of what they mean and do what they say when you need to. Okay. Next period of instruction will be with myself. A little bit later on, what we're going to do is we're going to take a 10-minute break. And then during that break, I'm going to get you to fill out your feedback forms. Okay?
Okay.
Righto.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.